I mentioned So Free Media. We changed this name last year because it used to be Free Thought TV. We changed to So Free Media because we recognize that it's going to involve more than just video. It's going to involve the social media as well. And Michael, as I said, has brought this, raised the standard for us in terms of, if you looked at the videos from the World Religions Conference that are on our website, you understand that he's done some really good quality work. We have a big project that we want to push this year, Michael's suggestion. As you know, I've been poking away at the Ministry of Education, mostly trying to get their attention, but in order to get humanism included in the curriculum somewhere. Because kids can go through the entire school system and not have any contact with the philosophies of humanism in any really serious manner. So one of the things that we realize we need to do is to get the resources there for teachers. And so, at Michael's suggestion, what we want to do is a serious video presentation, Introduction to Humanism, coupled with some kind of printed material that will go with it. Put this in a package and get it out to the 850 or so high schools in the public system, and yes, we'll try to get into that other system too. And you might surprise you. They'd be more receptive to it than you think. They do have religious knowledge courses, and they may very well be interested in it. So, but the point is, we need to come up with a good package that we can do. That's going to cost some money, so expect to see that as one of our special donation projects this year. And by the way, just on that notion of donations, we try to keep our membership fees low in the hopes that you folks will top that up with a donation for which you get an income tax receipt. And you can get on the website and you can focus on what you want to dedicate that to. So for media, to our website, we're going to develop, the website's under development, as I mentioned. That's going to cost some money. But I think it's important for us to have that because it's really our face to the world. And so we're working on that. Interesting little thing came out of the World Religions Conference. When Mayor Brenda Holleran stood up and talked to the Religions Conference, she pointed out that she was really happy to be able to go and talk to faith groups when they needed people help in the community. And I sat there and listened to that and said, emailed her the next day and said, gee, you never contact us. What happens if the people you're going to help are atheists? I'm a little concerned that you'll be sending faith groups out to talk to them. And I got an email back from her pretty quickly and said, oh, yeah, I wasn't really aware of your group, so I'm not quite sure what you do. So I got into a little bit of an email conversation with her, but we've agreed to meet in January. I have a time schedule. We're going to sit down and talk to the mayor about that in Waterloo. And it occurs to me that the same kind of approach should be made to all of the local municipal leaders. Because as you noticed on our banner up there, we're becoming more involved in the community, and I think that's very important. So that's another project we're going to be doing. When I joined this organization in, I think, 2002 or thereabouts, the first meeting I ever went to was in a living room with some very nice, I like to call them young people. I don't think there was any under the chronological age of 70, but their enthusiasm and their energy was very young. But they came from a generation of atheists that are agnostics that just kind of kept themselves below the parapet because they knew they were going to get into problems with their job and society. Times moved on, and we're now, I think, ready to be more and more public. And we've seen it, word on the street, and Multicultural Festival, and these places where we are accepted. We are okay. Yes, we do get some people who challenge us, but for the most part, we're ready to go. So I think it's time for us to be even more forthcoming, talking to people like mayors and members of parliament and MLAs and that sort of thing. So that's kind of where we're going next year. We hope you're going to be as enthusiastic as we are about it. We want you to continue to volunteer. We've talked to the people who've already volunteered, and I think you realize that it's not the negative experience you might think it would be. And certainly, enjoy each other's company, but let's bring some other people in and get our message out there. Also, one of the things that's happened recently is we've made some more contacts with university the university groups. Had a presentation at the university a while ago, and it was almost entirely university students. That's great, because, geez, we talked to them and said it's great. We've also had more contact with Grand River Atheists, which is another group. Greg is with us tonight, Greg Siska, and he's one of the people there. They're having what they're calling the End of the World gathering at the Rum Runner which is the pub at the bottom of the Walker Hotel. 8 o'clock on Friday, tomorrow, next week. He's extended an invitation to SoFree. So I intend to try to get there, and it's just a casual get together and have a drink and celebrate the end of the week.
I mean, it may only last 3 or 4 hours. We don't know, but
I'm going to caution you. Probably should keep in mind the breathalyzer laws in the province anyway, just in case, just a chance that you might actually have to drive home. So, anyway, so once again, thank you very much for being here. It's good to see you all, and
enough baggies here for everyone to take a meal home for their family.
So there you go, baggies. There's extra stuff.
No food goes back.
Yeah, we can't. I don't know if you do this or not, but it used to be that years ago you get leftover from somewhere, they should pack it up and send it off to one of the charitable places, House of Friendship. They can't do that anymore. The health laws have been changed, and so unfortunately the catering company just has to hurt that. So we have bags. Yeah, I see a couple of university students in the crowd. Make sure you take some home with you. And I understand, is the dessert out, Ted, or are you working?
Ready to put it up whenever you are.
You're ready to put it up? You thought I was going to talk a lot longer, okay? I don't think you will. Anyway, so once again, thank you very much. Have a happy solstice and a great new year, and we look forward to working with you next year.